Buonasera studenti, come state? Bene? Sì? Male? Così così? Io sto bene. Allora, questo è il video della settimana 4. Sì, week 4. Aspetta, I'll take my glasses off. Allora, che cosa abbiamo fatto? Questa settimana, what did we do this week? So, un attimo, just a moment, perché io devo spegnere il mio telefonino. Devo spegnere il mio telefonino. I have to turn it off. I have to turn off my mobile phone, or at least turn off the sound. So, we started off last week with questo documento qui, this document here. So, I gave you this, and I asked you to colour these, I gave you some pencils, colouring pencils, and I asked you to colour these solo un colore per ogni oggetto, just one colour for each object. There's a reason for that, and we'll see that briefly in the video. So, qui ci sono 20 oggetti, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, eccetera, eccetera. Qui, a sinistra, ci sono oggetti o nomi maschili, masculine nouns. E qui, questa parte qui, this part here, a destra, on the right, ci sono nomi femminili. So, feminine nouns over here. Guardiamo che c'è. Let's have a look at what there is. Numero 1 è... Che cos'è? Ooh, that's a useful question. In fact, I'll write that one down because I asked you with each object what it is. Che cos è? Apostrofo, accento. Anche questo. Che cos'è? What thing is it? Now the word for thing is cosa, C-O-S-A, cosa. But instead of saying che cosa è, we put a little apostrophe here because we've taken off the A from cosa and we've put the E from the verb to be, so that means is, or is it. What thing is it? What is it, basically? So, che cos'è? Che cos'è il numero 1? Number 1. Numero 1 è un cappello. It's a hat. Un cappello. Un because it's a masculine noun. Numero 2. Che cos'è? È un treno. Sì. Che cos'è il numero 3? È una macchina. Una macchina. It's a car. Macchina. Numero 4 è una stella. A star. Stella, like Stella McCartney, I guess. Che cos'è il numero 5? 5 è uno zaino. A backpack. Zaino. Uno zaino. So instead of un zaino, it's uno zaino. So this happens sometimes with certain masculine nouns that are singular and that start with either a Z or with an S plus a consonant, like uno sport, a sport. So don't worry too much about that, but that's uno zaino. Numero 6, scusa qui, è un libro. Ho tanti libri. I have lots of books. Say un libro. It is a book. Now, numero 7, una penna. Come questo, like this. Numero 8 è una palla. Numero 9 è un fiore. Numero 10 è, che cos'è? Un tavolo, sì. Numero 11, 11, è una porta. Sì, ecco una porta. Numero 12, che cos'è? Questo qui. È una casa. Numero 13 è un gelato. 14 è un bicchiere, glass. Numero 15 è una giacca, a jacket. Numero 16 è una sedia. Ok, numero 17 è un sacchetto. You can also call a carrier bag una bustina, busta, but we're going to call it sacchetto. Numero 18, che cos'è? È un telefonino, like this. Or you could call it un cellulare, a cell phone. Numero 19 è una bottiglia. Una bottiglia. Yeah. I'll write down how that's written in a sec. E che cos'è? Numero 20. È una bicicletta, a bicycle. So let me just show you that bottiglia. There's a sound in Italian which is made with 3 letters, and you'll see it quite a lot. Li, li, li. So, bottiglia. You also see it in words like tagliatelle. Bottiglia, B-O-T-T-I-G-L-I-A. Bottiglia. Una bottiglia, a bottle. So we looked at numbers there, we sort of practiced numbers, and you were very good. Bravissimi. Grazie, very well done. So we learnt these new nouns, and we learnt that some of them have un in front of them and some of them have una. One of them had uno. So we also looked at colours last week. So we have things like verde, rosso, grigio, blu, nero, bianco, viola, arancione, giallo. I think that's most of them, marrone. So when you're using masculine nouns, if you said, for example, you have a brown hat, oh no, not a brown hat, let's do a black hat, you would first of all put the colour after the noun. And the colour, if it's a masculine noun you're describing, like un capello, just stays the same. So, ho un capello nero. I have a black hat. It's true, I have lots of hats. If I had a grey mobile phone, ho un telefonino grigio. Boring. If I had a red flower, ho un fiore rosso. However, if you have a noun that's, if you're talking about a noun that's feminine, like these a destra on the right, like una macchina, let's say a red car. Well, this happens to be a little outline drawing of a Porsche, so let's say we have a red car. Abbiamo una macchina rossa. Okay, so the colour rosso changes to rossa. A at the end, like macchina, una macchina rossa, A. So you'll see that happening a lot. So we went around, and depending on what colour you'd drawn, or you coloured in each object, you told me it is, or I have a, I don't know, a pink house, a green jacket, a blue bottle, a yellow flower, whatever. So that was like an introduction to how you use adjectives, or in this case colours, following a noun, and how you need to generally know the gender of the noun to be able to describe the colour of it. Yeah, so what do we do next? Let me just consult my little list here of things to mention. See, okay. So numbers. Let's just try a few little numbers and see whether you can remember them. So I'll show you the number, and the people at home, I'm going to deliberately put them out of order this time. You're going to see if you remember them, because you were really good at this in class. Che cos'è? In italiano come si dice questo numero? 11, sì. 11. 16. I'll try and go through a few of them quickly. 17. So when you get into the teen numbers, 17 is the one where instead of having dici at the end, you have that kind of dici sound at the beginning. 17. 20, sì. Sette. E l'ultimo. This one's the last one. 14. Bravissimi. Well done, guys. So, we looked at numbers and colours and some objects and una. Then, this is what we did. Una penna blu. So, let's take, I'm not going to use capello, let's take something like un libro. Let's see if you can see that closely enough. Got a bit of a reflection from my computer there. I'll put in some, un libro. This is in line with an exercise on pagina 2. So if you had un libro, I had mixed up all the numbers and I had a list of the masculine nouns and the feminine nouns, and after each of them there was a number between 2 and 20. So let's say we have cinque. So instead of one book, we're now going to say 5 books. Okay? So this is the thing that changes when you have a plural noun. Cinque libri. So the I at the end of the plural, the singular masculine noun changes to, the O at the end of a singular masculine noun changes to an I at the end of a plural masculine noun. Another, so we could use macchina. I quite like macchina, but we could use something a bit more difficult. Let's do bottiglia. Okay, a nice long word. We had it just now. Bottle. Una bottiglia. A bottle or one bottle. Let's take a number as well. 20. 20 bottiglia. So instead of an I at the end of a plural, like when you're talking about more than one feminine noun, the A changes to an E. O to I, A to E. You'll see this all over the place in Italian when you're describing nouns in the plural. So, can you see that from there? See, okay, well maybe next time I'll use a black pen and a penna nera, because it's a bit clearer to see. So, let me check my list. The next thing we did is quite important. We looked at a verb, the verb avere. Just clean up all the sec. But I think I'll actually use my other flip chart, which is over here. Un attimo, just a moment. Let's go back out a little bit. Okay. Here's one I made earlier. Okay. Si può vedere? Can you see that one okay? Sì, okay. Okay, so ecco qui il verbo avere. It means to have. It's really useful, and you have seen it already. You've seen it when we were looking at describing famous people, like ha I capelli lunghi. Does he or she have long hair? Ha capelli corti. He or she has short hair, etc., etc. So we recognise probably a. Okay, so a you use as the first, second, third person singular. That means it's talking about lui, he, or lei, or she. Lui o lei. Andiamo un po' di più vicino così, questo like that. Ecco. E questo un po' più lontano così. Va bene? Is that okay? See? So, let's describe a famous person. So, we could have, for example, well, Donald Trump always comes to mind. So, let's use him. Donald Trump ha I capelli. colour is his hair? Biondi, sì. I capelli biondi. And if you have a little look at this, capelli, hairs, because it's plural in Italian, we're saying blonde hair. So the word blonde agrees in number and gender, e at the end, like libri, neri, okay, black books, blonde hair. Ho una macchina. I have. Che cos'è? Una macchina? See, I have a car. What if I want to describe the car or the colour? Let's say I have a pink car. Una macchina rosa. Questo non è vero. It's not true, this, but it's a nice sentence. This here is so this is I, io. This is lui, lei. So this here is the to form, which we haven't looked at much, but if you're telling someone they have, or asking someone, have you got something, or do you have, you would use this. So, hai una penna? Do you have a pen? This one here is informal. So, if you're talking to someone and asking if they have a pen, but you're being polite, you don't know them very well, you would use the third person, this lei form. Ha una penna? Sì, ho una penna. Abbiamo una penna. We have. So that's the noi form. Noi. So I use black pen, didn't I? Dov'è? Dov'è? Una penna nera. Ecco qui. Ok. Noi. Avete. Avete qui. That's talking about voi. You have. Voi avete. Remember, when you're talking in Italian, you don't really, when you're using a verb, you don't need to use the pronoun like we do in English. Do you have a pen? If you say avete, people know you're saying, or you're addressing you plural. Avete una penna? Avete I documenti? Do you have the documents? Avete I passaporti? Do you have passports? It's a useful one. And then this last one here, hanno. That's talking about them. It could be talking about they, those people over there, those group of men, or it could be talking about those group of ladies, or it could be a mixed group. It's always going to be loro. Loro hanno tanti bambini, so many kids. Hanno, avete, abbiamo, hai, and ho. O, hai, ha, abbiamo, avete, hanno. Non si pronuncia H. No. You don't say ho, hai, ha. No. O, hai, ha, abbiamo, avete, hanno. It's as if the H isn't there. Okay, so let's have a little think. Yes, this is what we did next. Let's move this out of the way. So I gave you a task where you had to describe some famous people. Let me move that out a little bit. And let's guardiamo questo. Let's have a little look at what you did. So, qualche persona famosa, some famous people. Lei si chiama Juliette Binoche, and you've said, you've actually not used the verb to have. You said, è un'attrice con un bellissimo sorriso. So that's great. So you got the dictionary, you asked me questions, you found out how to say she is an actress with a beautiful smile, un bellissimo sorriso. Very good. This bit I thought was quite funny, so I told you to be mean and, you know, just say something if it's not true, just for the sake of being fun with the language. So here you've got ha una giacca molto brutta. He has a very ugly jacket, so I thought that was quite funny. Let's have a look. Donald Trump here. Ha I capelli corti. Ha una giacca blu. It's true, he has a blue jacket. Can you see that? Non è popolare. He is not popular. Non è popolare. This one is good too. si chiama Marlena Dietrich, è tedesca, è morta. So, all correct. Bravissimi. She's called Marlene Dietrich, è tedesca. She's German. She's a German lady. Ma è morta. She's not alive anymore. È morta. She's dead, sadly. So those are all really, really good. Well done. So you used he or she has or he or she is, which is very, very good. So that's a slightly different verb. Allora, lei ha capelli grigi, è vero? Secondo noi è intelligente ma non è popolare. Sì, sono d'accordo. According to us, in our opinion, secondo noi, è intelligente ma non è popolare. She's intelligent but she's not popular. Okay, so here's one which I thought was very good and very funny, but non è vero. Secondo me non è vero. Justin Trudeau ha un naso grande. Okay, so using that a from the verb avere, to have, he has. Un naso, a nose, grande. He has a big nose. Ma secondo me lui è molto bello. In my opinion, he's a very handsome chap. So let's have a look at this one here and that one there. So Cesc Fabregas. Si chiama Cesc Fabregas. Lui è spagnolo, sì, è Spanish. È giocatore di calcio, sì. Ha una camicia blu reale. So he's got a dark or a royal blue top shirt on. Sì, giusto, it's correct. Well done. Bravissimi. So, well done guys for being creative and using your language. Let me just see where I am. I'm at 22 minutes. On my phone, I have a list of things to mention. So, we looked at this verb, avere. Ho, hai, ha, abbiamo, avete, hanno. That's going to be super useful for you when you're telling people what you have or what you don't have. Part of your homework last week was to make sentences negative. So I've taken a photo of the writing that you did. I've had a little look at them. Very, very good, guys. I will take some time next week, la settimana prossima, to talk with you either individually or as a group about you know, how you've done and give you some feedback. So let me give you an example. For example, here's one. I'm going to make a sentence negative, and it's a sentence that you wrote. So Justin Trudeau, you said lui ha un naso grande. Very naughty. Naso grande. To be fair, I did tell you to be mean. So here's a sentence. Justin Trudeau ha un naso grande. And this is how you make it negative. You find the verb in a sentence, to have, and you put non in front of it. Secondo me, Justin Trudeau non ha un naso grande. Secondo me, in my opinion. So that's how you make something negative. Let's think. Let's take a general sentence now. È intelligente. He or she is intelligent. Now from that sentence I can't tell whether you're talking about a man or a woman. È can mean he, she or it is. Intelligente, well, it hasn't got an O or an A at the end, that adjective there. It has an E. And adjectives with an E at the end don't change whether you're talking about a man or a woman. So, è intelligente, let's assume I know who you're talking about. If we're talking about, Donald Trump. Donald Trump, very topical chap. Instead of è intelligente, if you wanted, you could make it negative by putting non in front of the verb. Is. Donald Trump non è intelligente, according to some people. Okay, let's move on to the next thing. So we have looked at objects and their indefinite article, un, una, uno. We've looked at numbers 0 to 20. We've looked at the verb avere, which is going to be useful. We use it every lesson. And I've mentioned the homework from last week. So your homework this week is to complete the exercises, gli esercizi, perché ci sono tanti esercizi. There's lots of exercises. Sulla pagina 2, on page 2, e se volete, if you like, sulla pagina 3. Okay? Now, page 3 has generally a different verb, which is the verb essere. So you've seen it a little bit. You've seen it in sentences like this, e. You've seen it in, I think, the week 1, where you said things like sono gallese, sono britannica. So have a little go at page 3 if you like. You can also read page 4. So it depends how much you want to push yourself, but I suggest you at least read through it. Page 4 will introduce you to the verb to be. I am, you are, he is, they are, etc. It's also worth me mentioning that I have a monthly Italian group happening tomorrow. That's sorry, not tomorrow. Next week. Let me check the date. I think it's the 1st of October. Non è. See, so it's the 2nd of October. It's the day after our next Italian course, and that happens at 7:30 till 8:30 at Mythos in Chepstow. It's free to attend for your first 2 visits, and I'll give you some exercises and parliamo in italiano. So if you want, you can come along to that, and we can discuss some of the questions that you have following Monday's Italian course. Other than that, let's just review. You've got exercises from page 2 and 3. You can read page 4 from this week's handout. You need to watch this video, so if you're doing that, well done. And yeah, if you want to come along to Chepstow, which is at Mythos on the first Tuesday of next month, please do. Otherwise, I will say buonanotte e ci vediamo. Grazie, ciao.